the bank of Divine Mother Ganga in IYF 2026 Rishikesh, Anandra George.
Thank you.
A pioneer of global yoga community, she is reintroducing the ancient yoga of sound as one of the profound practice is well known as nāda yoga. Her teaching and settings are globally recognized and transformed tens of thousands of people across the 120 nations. So once again, we welcome our very lovely guest Anandra. And warm greetings to all our viewers and readers of Rishikesh Yogalaya magazine worldwide who are watching this podcast with us by the bank of Ganga. Thank you. So,
Thank you.
Anandra, how are you?
Super. It's really wonderful to be back in Rishikesh after many years. This was my home. This was my home airport, my home drive to banks of Mother Ganga for many years, and it's such a blessing to be here.
Thank you so much for giving your precious time to us and our viewers.
My pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about your journey towards yoga and spirituality.
So my journey to yoga and spirituality came from, well, honestly, it came from a difficult background. I had to use sound honestly like an animal in order to feel safe. I had a very difficult things happen in my childhood that made me feel very insecure and worried all the time, and so naturally I would hum to myself when I was a little girl. I would be and I found safety, I found peace in my inner voice vibration. So even when I was, a very, very small kid, I used to use sound for therapy way back then. And then my whole life, you could say, has been an arc of music and sound. And then when I came to India the first time in 1997, I discovered mantra and the Indian approach to sound, and I was so shocked that there's a system for sound as a way of healing oneself on all the levels: mind, body, emotion, spirit, and that it's not just for self-healing, but, well, the ultimate self-healing is communion with life and oneness with the spirit, oneness with love. So I was so glad to know that India, thank you, Mother India, for preserving the line of these teachings throughout history, regardless of all of the ups and downs that we've had here in Indian culture and, many thousands of years. There's been a thread that the yogis have kept alive.
Yeah.
And we are very fortunate to be able to also keep that alive, to also keep honoring the teachings, evolving for modern day, and keep the flame of that essence alive today. So it's a great honor to be standing here today.
Great, Anandra.
Yeah.
Wonder to listen your beautiful journey, and I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Me too. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I feel.
Wow.
I feel.
Amazing.
I feel I feel how much the world needs peace and self inner connection now, and I'm thrilled and honored to be able to play my role as a bridge to the rest of the world, to
Great.
share these teachings with people who aren't religious, who aren't even spiritual, and who need help. You know, yeah.
Great work.
So that's my job.
And could you share your experience being back to the here in Rishikesh, participating and presenting the IYF 2026 with our lovely viewers?
Absolutely, yeah. So my first International Yoga Festival was in 2014, and we started off, with the singing nāda yoga, Shiva ragas and Shiva mantras on the banks of Ganga early morning back then, and then I created the sacred sound experience. So I felt that in yoga, like the yoga world that we know, there was obviously a lot of emphasis on asana. In fact, the word yoga for most people is synonymous with asana. But what most people don't know is that mantra and sound is the backbone of the yogic practices. So I created the sacred sound stage as a place where all day, every day, you could investigate not performance, not background music, but yoga of sound. So for me to come back after a few years gap, COVID and life and all that, for me to come back and see that one of my students has taken on the role of leading that and expanded it. Not only we have one room, we have 2 or 3 rooms for every class slot, and the number of presenters and musicians and variety of sound healing and kirtan and ragas, and just it's I'm so grateful and really just so blessed.
It's very overwhelming.
It's very fulfilling. I feel fulfilled. That's the one word I would say. Yeah.
Great. Could you give message to our viewers and to yoga aspirants of new generations from the epitome of yoga?
From the epitome of yoga, indeed. Here we are. Yeah. Yoga is union or communion with your true self. You can practice asana to go there, you can do breathing exercises to get there, you can chant mantras, but ultimately we're basically just trying to discover who we already are, and we always have been, except there's lots of ideas and thoughts and criticisms and cultural and social and religious that's overlaid over that, and it's so much more simple and sweet and easy than we make it. So that's it. It's there in the heart of the sound, which is silence, which is who, your inner fullness is both everything and nothing at the same time. When you chant a mantra, you let it absorb into your inner space and just listen there for the truth of who you are. It doesn't have to be so complicated. That's my message today.
Thank you, Anandra. Lovely talking to you.
So nice. Yeah.
And thanks again for carving out time for our podcast. And thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's
Great
my pleasure
pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I have one joke. I told you before we started the camera, I said my job after I finish my career as a sound and mantra trainer and teacher trainer, I'm going to become a comedian.
I see that. I see that.
We gotta have fun, right?
I see that.
So, what do you call someone who has mantra for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
How about breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
An omnivore. We have like a carnivore and an herbivore.
Okay, so mantra vivore.
Omnivore.
It's called mantra vivore.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, so thank you so much.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Great pleasure to meet you.
So nice. Thank you so much for the.
You are amazing. Yeah.
Well, I'm on a mission, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.